This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for watching News 8 at noon. Our prompter is not working right now, so I'm going to use our script and we'll get to the stories right away. 7 people, including 5 children, were hurt after an SUV rear-ended a school bus. The crash happened around 7:15 this morning on Highway 53 near the town of Sumner. The school bus, which had 14 kids inside, slowed to make a left turn at an intersection when a Nissan crashed into the back of the bus. The 5 kids are being treated for minor injuries. The 2 adults in the Nissan were taken to the hospital by ambulance and a helicopter to treat their serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The Temecula County Sheriff's Office is investigating the driver of the SUV for possible impairment and reckless driving. A $1,000 cash bond was set for a Mondovi man who fired a gun outside a bar. 21-year-old Alexander Knutson is facing multiple charges that involve recklessly endangering safety. According to the Monroe County District Attorney, Knutson was drunk and waving a gun inside the Hunting Shack Gentlemen's Club in Sparta. Police say people in the bar pushed him outside, where he fired off multiple rounds from a handgun. He then drove away. Police say they found him in a crashed vehicle later near County Highway in a La Crosse County. Knutson's attorney for the bond hearing said the second-degree recklessly endangering safety charge is too harsh. The judge disagreed.
The second-degree reckless endangerment charge on the complaint perhaps is an overcharging because there is no evidence that he discharged the firearm at a person or that any person was specifically endangered, which are both requirements from the statute.
Well, the combination of him discharging a firearm while he was extremely intoxicated after he got kicked out of a bar is very disturbing to court.
During the bond hearing, the district attorney said Knutson had a .178 blood alcohol level when he was booked into jail. This is still being investigated by authorities. Knutson will return to court in May.
Oh, it sure is a beautiful start here to the day so far. We had clear skies pretty much this morning, and those clear skies continue as we head into this afternoon as well. We did see a few clouds here down to the south around our southern communities and around the Prairie du Chien area. That has since cleared out now, and we are looking nice and sunny here this afternoon with current temperature readings well into the 20s up north and around Eau Claire. Currently sitting at 29. Same here for you in Ladysmith up in Rusk County. Meanwhile, further south in La Crosse, we're looking at 36. Winona's at 34, 33 in Sparta, 34 in Viroqua, Prairie du Chien at 37. Bosquebel, one of the warmer spots though this afternoon, currently at 41. Beautiful there from City Cam 8. We're going to continue to see plenty of sunshine throughout the day and slightly cooler temperatures here to work with, as highs will only make their way up to about 46 degrees coming around 5 p.m. this afternoon or so, and also light westerly winds at around 5 to 10 miles an hour or so during the day here as well. Stay tuned. Coming up later on, we'll have a check on your full weather forecast. I'll let you know how the rest of the week could be shaping out. Sophia?
Governor Tony Evers has ordered state and U.S. flags to be flown at half-staff in honor of a World War II soldier. Although he passed sometime in 1944, Army Private William Laverne Simon's remains were recently identified thanks to efforts from his surviving siblings in Palmia Accounting Agency. After his death, Simon was awarded the Bronze Star and the Purple Heart for his service in Germany. His remains will be buried today in Middleton. We're just a week away from Election Day, and Wisconsin municipal clerks are making sure electronic voting equipments are safe and accurate. State law says clerks have to host a public testing of equipment within 10 days of each election. City clerks, like in La Crosse and Onalaska, feed pre-marked ballots through their machines and made sure that the machine read the ballots correctly. Machines have to be 100% correct to be used in an election, and both city clerks say the machines ran perfectly. Clerks say it's a way to give voters confidence in the system.
The barcode on the edge of the ballot might be being read incorrectly. There could be maybe a dirty header on the machine that needs cleaned, and that's the point of the test ahead of time, to work out any of those kinks before Election Day.
After the tests, the machines are sealed and won't be touched again until Election Day. They say voters are able to vote absentee in person all week. We have La Crosse City Hall voting hours on our website. Election Day is next Tuesday, April 4th. 4 students got a real-life lesson in local government as they served as mayor for the day in La Crescent. The group got to sit in a city council meeting. These students wrote essays for a contest sponsored by the League of Minnesota Cities, and one of the winners, Katie Veglon, won at the statewide level. The mayor of La Crescent, Mike Pellinger, had special personalized gavels made for each student, hoping it will continue their interest in local government.
Well, I'm hoping that this is something that they'll remember and maybe interest them in the future in becoming involved. They can always get their gavel out and run for mayor in the future.
At the meeting, students introduced resolutions and called for votes from the council members. Still to come today at noon, police body cam footage from a deadly shooting at a school in Nashville has been released.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
People in Nashville and across the country are struggling to cope with another deadly school shooting. This one at a private Christian school in Nashville. A former student, 28-year-old Audrey Hale, is accused of gunning down 3 9-year-olds and 3 school employees. We want to warn our viewers that some of the images in this report may be disturbing. Christian Benvenides reports from Nashville.
Nashville police released body cam footage of officers rushing into the Covenant School Monday morning. Upstairs, they confronted and killed the shooter. Surveillance video captured images of the shooter firing through a glass door to enter. Police are studying a manifesto and maps left behind, hoping to understand what motivated the rampage.
She was a previous student. She had some connections there. The head of the school was assassinated in the hallway. So we feel it was targeted and planned.
The victims, students and staffers at the school. Catherine Coons was the head of the school, Mike Hill, a school custodian, and Cynthia Peak, a substitute teacher. The students were all 9-year-olds, Evelyn Dickhouse, William Kenny, and Hallie Scruggs.
These parents, their lives are changed forever today, forever.
Many people are stopping by this growing makeshift memorial near the school to show their support and express outrage over another deadly mass shooting.
How is this still happening? How are our children still dying, and why are we failing them?
Police say the shooter was taken down about 14 minutes after the first 911 call. They believe the fast response saved lives.
We strongly believe there was going to be some other targets, including maybe family members, and one of the malls here in Nashville, and that just did not happen.
Police say the shooter had 2 assault-style weapons and a pistol. At least 2 of them were believed to have been obtained legally. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Nashville, Tennessee.
As we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next. A link between blood pressure and dementia, and a blood test for PTSD. Naomi Ruchim has some of the day's top health stories.
A simple blood test could help identify individuals at risk for post-traumatic stress disorder and improve treatment and prevention. Researchers at Walter Reed and other collaborating institutions looked at more than 1,000 service members and found certain biomarkers in the blood for those suffering with PTSD. The disorder is currently diagnosed based on symptoms like flashbacks and sleep issues. Patients with eczema or allergic asthma may be at greater risk for osteoarthritis. A study in the Annals of Rheumatic Diseases found individuals with both conditions were twice as likely to develop the painful joint condition. Doctors say drugs that tamp down the body's allergic pathways may lessen the risk. And for the first time, European researchers have identified specific areas of the brain that are damaged by high blood pressure and linked to mental decline. Doctors hope the findings could help predict which patients with high blood pressure will develop memory loss and dementia faster and treat them with more intensive therapies. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Derek is in next with our forecast. We'll be right back.
Beautiful start to the afternoon, as you can see behind me from City Cam 8. Crystal clear blue sky and sunshine here is what we're dealing with here this afternoon, with temperatures at 36 degrees. Visibility looking good at 10 miles. We are seeing west-northwest winds very light at around 6 miles an hour. Meanwhile, to the north in Eau Claire, also nice conditions here too. Lots of sun. Temperatures at 29 degrees. It does feel like it's 21 when you factor in the wind. Wind speeds, by the way, out of the westerly direction here at around 8 miles an hour. Current temperatures, though, are slightly on the cool side. We're seeing temperature readings in Black River Falls at 36, Sparta's at 33, Volkfield 37, Viroqua's at 35. We're seeing upper 30s down South Prairie. Senior currently at 38. Bosqueville in the meantime is at 41. A little bit cooler back to the west in Winona currently. The temperature reading of 34 degrees. Our forecast highs today rising into those mid to upper 40s. We should be hitting about 44 today in Sparta and a high of only 39 in Eau Claire. I do expect La Crosse to hit a high of about 46 degrees. Bosqueville with a high of 48 today. Winona should be looking at 44 degrees this afternoon as well, with plenty of sunshine to go around. 3 o'clock hour, still sunny, temperatures at 43. Clear conditions lasting to 5 o'clock as well, 46 being the temperature. Mostly sunny skies, maybe a couple of clouds move in. That's about it. Temperatures at around 42 degrees by the 7 o'clock hour. Check out the crystal clear satellite picture here. Really not a whole lot of clouds. We did see some clouds down to the south around the Prairie du Chien area early this morning, but since then everything has cleared out. And as you take into Sky Tracker, you can see that conditions will remain sunny here through at least the 3 o'clock hour. To the north is a cold front that we are watching. It's going to make its way south, and that's going to help increase the cloud cover along the Chippewa Valley here as we head into 6 p.m. this evening. Maybe a slight chance of a rain shower possible up towards Ladysmith, and then cloudy skies begin to move in by around 9 p.m. this evening. As we head into overnight tonight, the clouds continue to increase. Notice some of the snow showers beginning to blossom here associated with that frontal boundary as it continues to move in overnight tonight. The snow continues to move south as we head to around the 4 o'clock hour. That's when it will probably be impacting the La Crosse area at the same time. We do expect the snow, though, to come to an end by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and the clouds here along with it should also continue to move south. We'll see some clearing there by that point as well. Here's 12 o'clock tomorrow at this time, and we'll be looking at lots of sunshine. Notice the temperatures, though, dropping behind that front well into the 20s during the afternoon. A check on your 8-day forecast shows us that we have highs of only 35 tomorrow afternoon, followed by maybe even some wet conditions as we head into Thursday and Friday. That's from our next storm system that we'll be watching closely to give us good chances of rain showers here on both Thursday and on Friday. And, you know, speaking of Friday, we'll have to watch for Friday night because some of that rain may actually transition to some snow showers and last into early on Saturday morning. So something that we'll monitor closely, followed by those cloudy skies from that system kind of lingering into Sunday, also into Monday. But highs mainly into the 40s and 50s around here, except for tomorrow, of course, with that high of 35. Low temperatures mainly in the 20s and 30s, but tomorrow morning and also into Thursday morning, we're probably going to wake up to morning lows into the teens thanks to that cold front that moved through.
Friday, that rain turning to snow, that is some bad juju.
Yeah, Friday night, but yeah.
We don't want that.
I know. Sorry.
Thanks, Derek.
Yeah.
When we come back, a La Crosse tradition is back in action. Rudy's Drive-In is open for the season for its 90th year of business.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The first official day of spring was last week, but it's not spring in La Crosse until one restaurant opens. As our own Dua Schreier explains, this isn't just opening day for Rudy's, it's their 90th year of business.
Hey, welcome to Rudy's. What can I get for you today?
In cities like this one, people come and go.
I live in Chicago now, but was born and raised in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
New businesses pop up here and there.
We always come here, have to be here.
Some things, though, never change.
A lot of the regular customers come back to see us. Everybody's excited. The springtime is finally here.
Rudy's Drive-In is a peek into La Crosse's history.
We did not roller skate. That started probably 2 years after I was done.
On La Crosse Street, community members come together to enjoy a staple.
People that came in every Tuesday night we knew, every Wednesday night we knew their names. It was that kind of a thing.
And the food was good.
And of course the food was great.
One that's been around for decades.
Just a tradition. It's been open 90 years, so this year's our 90th year in business.
3 bacon cheeseburgers, plain, only bacon and cheese, and a family fry.
The cool spring breeze marks another year of root beer and burgers.
Glad to be back open, glad to see everybody, and just looking forward to a great year.
Reporting in La Crosse, the West Shore, News 8 Now.
Rudy says it's still looking for additional workers, so if you'd like to spend a summer surrounded by roller skates, floats, and French fries, you can apply on their website. We have that information on news8000.com. Stay with us. We will have one more check of your forecast when we return.
Mostly sunny for the rest of the day today and tomorrow, more of the same, but it will be much colder behind a cold front moving in tonight. Highs tomorrow drop to 35. We're looking at a storm system bringing us some good chances of rain for Thursday and Friday. Highs into the 40s and 50s there, and maybe even some of that rain transitioning over to snow for Friday night into early Saturday. I know Sophia doesn't want to hear that, but unfortunately that's in the forecast here, it looks like. Sunday and Monday look pretty cloudy, and high temperatures mainly in the 40s and 50s, lows in the 20s and 30s, with the only exception of a couple of days they're looking colder.
One day I come into work, it's too hot. One day I come in and I'm freezing.
I know.
Thanks, Derek, and thank you for watching News 8.